Oh, hey guys, it's Mike from USA the Philippines Life channel. A little something different for you this time. I hope you like it. Stick around. Hey guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps the channel a lot and we appreciate it. Without further delay, let's get into today's video. Alright guys, what's going on? Here at my favorite lookout location. Just thinking, this omicron thing, it's ripping through everywhere pretty quick. I know the Philippines is seeing it now. I'm still remaining hopeful that by the summer, the fall, hopefully things will be closer to where they were before this omicron thing hit. I mean, I know here the healthcare industry, as you all know, my wife and I work for a large hospital here, and we can tell you that definitely the healthcare people are really on the ropes. A lot of people are testing positive and having to go out. That's putting extra stress on the staff that's here. They have to pick up the slack, work extra hours. Everybody's on a hair trigger. Everybody's basically had it. Being a man of faith, I look to the good Lord. It's in his, everything's in his hands. So I'm going to look to him and try to stay positive, even when it's hard to stay positive at times like this. The good news is that people aren't getting real sick this time. So that's one good thing that we can say. But definitely keep the healthcare folks in your thoughts and prayers right now, because they really need it. I'm a support. I'm not a clinical, I'm not a direct patient-facing worker. You guys see what I do. But what I do and my colleagues do, makes what the clinical folks do possible inside. So we're all one team here, and everybody's feeling the fatigue. So keep the healthcare around the world, because everybody's feeling it. It's not just here. It's not just in the Philippines. Everywhere. Definitely the Philippines healthcare staff, Filipino healthcare workers are the finest in the world, whether they're in the Philippines or they're here, or they're in Europe, or they're in Canada. Filipino healthcare workers are the finest in the world, and they're feeling it over there in the Philippines too right now. So just keep the healthcare workers in your thoughts and prayers, and gonna check in with you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so yeah, today's January the 11th. It was supposed to have been my surgery day, my same day surgery, hernia repair. That has been, I posted something about it in the community section, that was canceled due to staffing issues, Omicron, COVID-19. Doctor was good to go. They're having crazy staffing issues here. I know my wife's experiencing it up on her floor, and network wide, there's a lot of people out with COVID, not deathly ill. And I think, I think they really messed up when they rolled out these vaccines, because I think some of the media hype might have presented it as get vaccinated and never get sick. And I think that wasn't what was originally put out. It provided you X amount of protection. It wasn't 100%, it was 80 something percent. And they said, if you do come down with COVID, it's the difference between a hospital stay and just staying home with a bad cold or a bad flu. And now they're having a problem because it was misrepresented so much that good luck trying to get people on the fence about being vaccinated. Good luck getting them vaccinated now. And it should always be a choice. But now we're seeing over in the Philippines, they're starting to get really hit. I know I posted a couple of articles in the Facebook group this morning how drastically the cases have jumped in the Philippines. So we all know what that means. Things are gonna they didn't slam the door shut like before, but there's definitely gonna be, they're pumping the brakes. I think everybody realizes that we can't just go into lockdown mode on this every time. I think here we're starting. I just looked at the numbers in our facility, the positive numbers, and in a week it really didn't. It only jumped up about 20 cases, which isn't bad. I thought it was going to jump up a lot more. So 20 cases in a week, considering, I don't think that's too bad. And I think that we're going to start turning the corner here in the New York area soon. As we know, in South Africa, they're done with it already. So I think, as grim as it may look at times, again, I'm going to say, try to stay positive. I know I am. It's about 18 degrees here in the shadow of the Big Apple, New Jersey. Again, my surgery was shut down. So I'm not digging it. The cold is bothering my legs. That's a little thing I get from this condition that I have. It's a little bit of bothers my legs a little bit. And at this point, I just want to get it done. So that's where we're coming from at this point today. Mind the hood, it is a little frosty. It's not been this cold in quite some time. We had a little dusting of snow this morning, but it was taken care of very early this morning, so non-issue. But we'll check back in a couple minutes with you. All right, guys. So I guess this video is kind of like a shoot from the hip, day in the life kind of thing. But in my office now, I just had to do my self-evaluation. Imagine that. We have to do self-evaluations here, and I don't quite know. It's like kissing your own butt. But it is New Jersey, and those of you I think are of the same mindset as me might know what I mean by when I say this is New Jersey. So you might expect that kind of thing in New Jersey, but nevertheless, that's what they wanted, so that's what I did. So I just got done kissing my own butt. So I will check back with you guys in a little bit, and we'll get on with this kind of different video. This is a little kind of day in the life. Sometimes I think about doing a day in the life. You see people doing those kind of videos where they wake up in the morning and they're laying in bed like, "Oh, good morning, guys." I don't know. I don't think I'm that kind of vlogger, but I don't know. This may be this may be as close as I get to that. But anyway, yeah. So this is my office. It's a mess. It's a disaster because I'm always running around. But yeah, you see my airplane stuff. You guys know. You see in my office, at my home office, that I kind of like airplanes. I'll give you a little quick background on that. So the reason I like airplanes so much is my father was a private pilot for over 50 years. My father was a private pilot, and he flew in New Jersey here. Mostly single engine. He didn't fly the Cessnas that most people think of when they think of private pilots. But nevertheless, that's how I spent my childhood, flying with my dad. Regrettably, I never picked up the habit, the hobby. We'll call it a hobby, not a habit. I should have, would have, could have, but I didn't. I had wanted to learn how to fly, which I did learn how to fly. I just didn't get my license. So if you're ever on a commercial airline with me, you don't have to worry, because if ever I had to, they'd have to help me a little bit, but I have the basics of flight, so if anything ever happened, I think I could manage if I had to. But anyway, so yeah, I had originally, my goal was to get my pilot's license, finish high school, and join the Navy or the Air Force. I know there's a lot of Navy guys out there, fly Navy. So yeah, I always say, and I'm going to say this because I know there's some Navy guys out there, the Navy pilots are much better, because, especially the carrier pilots, because they got to go out, take off from a moving floating airport, do their mission, and come back and land and find their airport's not where they took off from. So that's always been a thing. But I had thought that might be fun, and something that I wanted to do, and after that, come out and fly for an airline. I had an uncle who was an airline pilot, and I had wanted to do that. But around the same time, guys, I picked up the guitar and grew my hair. I had hair back then. One day I'll show you guys a picture of me with real long hippie hair, because I had real long hair, and played the guitar, played the bass. I think I've mentioned in other videos that I played the bass guitar in an original rock band for about 13 years. I'll try to find a picture of that too. I don't have many. I honestly don't have much memorabilia of those days, because it was so long ago. Yeah, so gave up my dream of military aviation for potentially partying and writing. Wrote a lot of good songs, wrote a lot of great original music. It's just a shame that nothing ever became of it. But it is what it is. And long story short, I had to get a job, and got into landscaping, and became good at that, and ended up here. So, and now a half dozen years to go, and I'll be closing the book on that, and hopefully heading off to the Philippines like a lot of you guys are. So yeah, it's a little bit about me, a little bit about why you see a lot of airplane stuff. I still love the airplanes, but that's what that's all about. So check back with you guys in a few. All right, guys, so gonna wrap this video up. It's a little kind of like a day in the life, right? The day's over. How was your day?
Oh, it's busy day.
Busy day. a lot of COVID craziness going on.
Yep.
But hopefully that'll be coming to an end soon. We hope wherever you guys are, you're safe. If you would be so kind, give the video a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And as we always like to say, stay well, stay safe, stay blessed, and we'll see you real soon. Thank you very much for watching.
You.